car, and I came up to him. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And he said, "Hey, what's up?" And then he said, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he said to me, "How come you're the only dealer in that place not ripping off the casino?" And I said, "What?" He said, "You heard me. How come you're the only dealer not stealing chips out of the rack?" I was like, "Why are you asking me that?" He said, "Because you're the only dealer not doing it. And I've seen every dealer in the joint." And he was right. I was aware that most of the dealers were stealing, palming $5 chips, or not putting their tip chips in the tip box. They were just keeping them for themselves. And I knew that was going on. And I knew that the supervisors or pit bosses that were working there were asleep, or they just didn't give a crap about their jobs. It wasn't really the Four Queens Casino. It's kind of like a dungy place. It wasn't on the strip. So, people didn't have pride in their jobs. I wasn't looking to steal, nickels and dimes. I was just looking to, looking to get myself on a strip casino dealing and make enough money to either better my life in Las Vegas or go home to New York. So that's what I told him. I said, what am I going to steal? What am I going to steal $5 and $10 in chips for? Where's it going to get me? Right? At best, it's going to get me caught and blacklisted, and I'll never be able to get another dealer's job again. So he nodded like this, like, yeah, that makes sense. And then finally, I said, I repeated, why are you asking me that? He said, well, I'm a professional casino cheat, and I'm looking to recruit somebody from my team. And, if you think I was taken aback by him first asking me that question, why I'm the only dealer not cheating a casino, when I heard he's a professional casino cheat looking to recruit somebody, I didn't even really know about professional casino cheats. And then I said, wait a minute, if I understand, you're a professional Joe, you're a professional casino cheat. And by the way, this scene is very well played out in a History Channel show about me called The Ultimate Cheat, a History Channel program, Breaking Vegas, The Ultimate Cheat, which originally aired in 2005. And the show this particular scene is very well played in that TV show. So I said, Joe, are you trying to tell me that you want to recruit me to help you cheat with your professional casino cheating team? And he said, bingo. I said, really? And, this thing I was looking to become was a professional casino cheat. I just wanted to go home or get a better job, and he told me so. And and I told him so. And he said, yeah, okay, that's cool. If that's what you want to do, if you want to spend the rest of your life dealing in casinos, fine, So he says to me, I'll tell you what. Hey, you don't want in. We can make believe that this never happened, right? We never met. If you want to think about it, here's my card. And he gave me a card. It wasn't really like an official business card or anything. It was some card, but he wrote his name on it, Joe, and he wrote a room number at the Tropicana Hotel and told me he's staying at the Tropicana. And as he gave me the card, I said, well, if I was interested in this, what exactly would you want me to do? And he said something, one of the most profound, simplest things I've ever heard anybody say to me. He looked at me and he shook his head. He said, I don't want you to do anything. You tell me what you're going to do. And he turned and he walked away. So was that either the last time I was going to see this guy,